Assalamu alaikum. The next section is from ayat number 164 to 166, only a few ayat. This section of the Qur'an deals with now the family unit. And so once, there's a pair of people, husband and wife, then some different ahkam comes. One is individuals, the 5 things that we covered previously that deals with individuals. But now the next 4 sections will be dealing with 5 aspects that are related to the family unit. So there are a few things. Firstly, since there is a family unit, there's responsibilities. Responsibility of earning and then spending, right? So those are 2, earning and spending. And also conflicts occur in families and beyond as well. So there is principles of resolving conflict. Fourthly, some laws that are related to the state or government related to our wealth. For example, if there's a dispute, certain things are taken to a qadi. But other than that, like for example, like inheritance laws. Now that'll be covered as well. So inheritance laws are prescribed and divinely prescribed. Hence, in that there is no room to move, in the sense because you're dealing with exact fractions, and so you have to go by the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And by that is the most just that it can be is by following the law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And fifthly is education in the home for the family and so forth, teaching, learning and teaching. So we'll cover each of these inshallah. So today the section we're reading is very short. Verily, inna fi khalq as-samawati wal-ard, verily in the creation of the heavens and the earth, in the changing of the night and the day, in the huge ships which travel on the oceans carrying goods and benefit to man, in the water that Allah showers from the heavens, bringing life to the earth after its death, and heavens bringing life to the earth after its death, and causing all types of creatures to spread out on earth, and in the varying of the winds and the obedient clouds hanging between the earth and sky, are signs for those who use their intelligence. These are something Allah has created all these means for us to utilize, make use of, to earn our livelihood. There are some people who attribute equals to Allah, having such love for them as they have love for Allah. However, the mu'mineen have a much greater love for Allah. Like nothing compares to the true love that the mu'min experiences in his heart for Allah. It is unjust. If the unjust ones were to see the time that is in the akhirah, that they will see the punishment in store for them, and that all power belongs only to Allah, and that Allah is certainly capable of giving the severest punishment. And when those who are followed disassociate themselves from their followers, they see the punishment and all ties between them are cut. The followers will say, if we only could return, then we too will disassociate ourselves from them as they now do to us. In a like manner, Allah will show them their actions, which will be a cause of regret to them. They will never be able to escape from the fire. I mean, the love of the mu'min for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in 2 ways. One is loving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala directly, right? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being directly, they're in love with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The other one is their love to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're both included here. And only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is worthy of worship. Hence, if you follow the wrong people, if you become a disciple of a person, specifically in this case is mushrikeen, who will disassociate themselves, and this applies to different levels of misguidance. Some people are just misguided in certain thoughts and ideas, and those people they're wrong ideas. If we take them up, then we are responsible for, each one of us is responsible for our own thinking and what we accept. Alhamdulillah, we're given the guidance of the Qur'an, the Sunnah, and the Sharia is a framework in which we know what things are in and what things are out. Those who we follow, it's important that we choose, because we are ultimately the followers are responsible for their following, right? The person that's misleading or he's got incorrect information, he might be very eloquent, he might read Qur'an very nicely, he might be very knowledgeable as well. But if he's misguided, is wrong, hence each person is responsible for their following. That is an act that you're doing. Hence, it's very important that we understand the deen properly, and therefore, because those people will disassociate themselves, no matter how close they are, whether they're family and so forth, they will disassociate themselves from the followers in their misguidance, a specific thing they told people about. They will not take any responsibility for that. So we would instead of waiting till akhirah to find out, we better make sure that we learn our deen properly and we choose who we follow. May Allah give us understanding.